the ball.
From the tip-off to the final buzzer, fan work is thirsty work. Refreshed with Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? And
from Condon, those look like easy shots. They're very difficult. You have to have great touch.
The Australian Condon has got 4 for Florida. It's Reese down low. Condon will defend with the grind, the spin, the reverse try, and he got it.
On the bench doesn't mean he can't play.
Nice try it inside. Gillespie couldn't get it. And Reese is in there pulling the...
For that, excellent pass on the baseline. Right on time and on target.
Good sneak pass inside. Reese. Houck will defend.
That's what you're talking about, South, and Maryland still can't rebound the ball. They're in trouble.
That's a shot by Rice. Rebound inside. It is collected by Reese and puts...
Well, certainly rising to the challenge. It's just his second NCAA tournament game, and Queen rips down the rebound.
Maryland is forcing a lot of mid-range jumpers here. Early on, Colorado State made them, but certainly playing the percentages, that's going to drop.
Reese has only taken the one shot, and that's his first points. Remember, this is a Colorado State team that had to win their conference tournament to get to the NCAA tournament. They were on the bubble all season long, and Niko Medved said we never paid attention to the bracketology. It was like, you know, do or die all of January and February. Here's Reese with the back down and the turnaround, and he's hit his last couple of shots now.
He's always been a good cutter. That's what Ethan Morton does.
Oh, the tip-in is good for Maryland, and another shot.
As I mentioned.
That's a dime from Clifford.
And Reese is caught in the middle. He didn't know if he was going to get out there on Clifford to take away the three-point shot. He was a little bit hesitant. Great drop for the dunk.
Queen, double, triple team. Gives it out to Reese. Good pump fake. Count it. And one coming for Julian Reese.
It was physical with Nick Clifford.
Gillespie using the Reese screen. Pocket pass. Bingo for the... War battling for it with Reese. It's gone deep into its bench, too. There's some bench points from Makai Williams.
He's the X factor for this team. When he plays well, normally Grand Canyon does too. And he's a guy that with his speed, he can get to the basket.
The guard getting to the paint. He can do that all day.
Yeah, that's a nice move. Point 1 for 9 from 3. Off and running. Reese, another opportunity. He's going to try to bully his way in for 2. There's that physicality.
Look at that from Colin Moore, almost a steal.
To Reese, hasn't been shy. He's been the leader here so far for Maryland. GCU won the MAC tournament. They average about 87 points per game in the conference tournament. Good post feed to Reese. First basket. Rice the Queen, going for it. Reese battling for it.
You know who's coming out of there with that one.
Did you reach out to the group?
I did not.
Okay.
I'm just glad Robbie was walking past the principal's office. I probably was in there.
That midway point here in the second half. Look at that. Look at that. Just making some room.
A little bit.
Queen going right at. And I mean, that. I thought he was going to get that finish. The putback is good for Reese.
Wire to wire against Illinois. Fighting a lineup with the defending champions here in the Big Ten tournament. Miguel, the transfer from South Florida and Kansas State, back in by Reese.
Loves that right shoulder, and he is effective.
Float.
And get back and set up their defense. Getting out early, easy baskets for the Wolverines that paid off.
It is a 9-0 run for Michigan. Gillespie feeds it. The bucket pass to Reese. Good and one. 16 turnovers now for Michigan. Maryland creeping closer. Leave it for Rice. One-on-one with Wolf.
Good defense by Wolf.
Rice, give it up. Harris Smith, back out. Shot clock at 8.
Nice entry. Go now over your right shoulder.
It's Reese. It's in.
Just load them. I think you got to get the two bigs involved, and they don't have something. Maybe spot up a deuce. I think quickly. And then get your D set.
Gillespie. 20 seconds left. Maryland down by 3. Gillespie the bounce. Catch by Reese. In traffic. He gets it to go. 1 point.
Osborne, he does it on both ends. But you come off the pick and roll, and he's putting his defender in jail and just not letting him get back into play.
These last 5 games, we've seen the Kylan Boswell they thought they were getting from Arizona. Inside, and Reese muscles it through. Trey White in the corner. Tough shot. He wanted to try to get a foul. He leaned in.
Great look there.
Inside, and the foul call. Gillespie around the Reese screen. Got a full head of steam over Johnson. The tip there for Reese.
Morez Johnson.
Too casual, getting up the floor. Lost track of the time on the shot clock.
And that's some of that inexperience. Clayton, you'll see KJ Wyndham check in at some point in the upcoming minutes here. Both of those guys are still learning the position on the fly.
Good point.
Nice dump down and finish. There's the senior, Julian Reese. Oh, sent away by Reese. Wyndham on a second chance. Comes up short. He had been shooting it incredibly well of late, 10 of 19 from 3 in his last 4 games. Rice stops on a dime, leave it for Miguel. And Gillespie on the reload. They're such a great conductor of this offense. Off the screen, Gillespie, pocket pass. It's Reese attacking the rim. Big Ten win of the season. Tough one for Rice. Comes up short. Reese underneath. Juju with another 2. Nelly against Rice. Shaded towards that baseline. Leave it. Wyndham not shy. Comes up short. Weak side rebound goes to Hunger. And he'll float it a little bit awry.
Boy, it's tough to finish over Julian Reese. The veteran big up front defensively just does not get enough credit.
Here he is offensively. Going to work on Hunger for 2 more.
Teams figure 4 leg locks.
I hope so, but probably not. I think that's wrestling, not wrestling.
Just wanted to confirm.
Young will bring it out to Gillespie, 12 to shoot on the second chance, and it's Reese who finishes from the foul line. The old turnover bug crops up again. Maryland trying to take advantage, and they do with Julian Reese.
Really fortunate because Maryland really cut that zone up nicely.
Great defense. Queen got in the passing lanes. Miguel trying to push it. Well, he turned the corner. Nice dish, and Reese with the finish. Big comeback. That building was explosive and awesome in that win last year. This year they lost to Ohio State in that building.
I think it's still good for them to get in that smaller venue. Oh, man, it's too easy.
This zone look has kind of stagnated Michigan State. It's really not even zone. It starts in zone, but then it's man-to-man. It's taking the Spartans out of their half-court offense. You just got to run your stuff. You know, it's going to look like a zone early, but Maryland is looking to match up. George Bonner doing some major effort, energy off the bench. That's what he needs to be. We've seen him at his best in this building when he's just making hustle plays, getting on the offensive glass and blocking shots.
Julian Reese backed him down tonight. You assume some of those are going to start falling.
Yeah, but some of that has to be to Michigan State's credit, right? I think they're one of the elite three-point defenses in college basketball, only allowing 29% from 3. It's ninth in the country.
He's high off the glass, and they tiptoe.
Told me that they have to be in the game at halftime because Maryland has a unique ability to score a bundle of points in the first half. His numbers are really impressive from 3.
He's hit 10 straight after that make from deep as Abo. So maybe that'll settle down the Trojans. Tough trip east. They'll play here and then at Rutgers Sunday. Great pass. Rice setting play by Agee. And here's Yates, 1-on-3, blocked by Geronimo. And now you've got 3-on-1 the other way. And the pass throws it down. Inside to Reese, he collects, patient, count it, through the cut.
Fire up his team that way.
Is that going to go? No, but there's Reese on the offensive glass.
Terrific bounce pass.
Christian Peck getting some extended minutes, just a sophomore, but he's played really well tonight when he's been out there. Reese with a jam.
High-low.
And it almost worked, but it popped out to his buddy Queen. And right back inside.
This was terrific.
You probably didn't like being here as a coach, but now you can enjoy being here as a broadcaster.
They weren't always kind to us at Michigan. Because we rolled in here with 100.
Here 9-5 in the conference, trying to stay in contention for a double bye in the conference tournament. Miguel misses, but there's Reese on the offensive glass, and he gets it to drop.
Well, the Big Ten's lead Derek Queen on one end, run the floor, and get to the rim on the other.
What a half for Seydou Traore. He comes in averaging 6 points. He already has 11.
But he's had some big moments. 13 in Ohio State, 9 against Wisconsin. He's started to be more aggressive. They're going to need him to without earning, because there are some monster freshmen in the Big Ten.
Yeah, the two at Rutgers, Bailey and Harper, Yakachonis at Illinois, Jace Richardson at Michigan State, Yates at USC. I mean, you're right, there are some good ones. That's a tough 10-foot hook shot.
Zone matching up man-to-man and kind of taking Iowa a little bit out of their rhythm.
Reese, 10-footer. The first bench points for Maryland since 3 games ago, by the way. Geronimo dunk.
Iowa has gone ice cold from 3. And it's not that the looks haven't been quality, because they have gotten open shots.
Julian Reese, 15-footer, yes.
The godfather of the Big Ten Conference. I mean, you almost can't even imagine what it would be like for him not to be at Michigan State. And I don't think he's going anywhere anytime soon. But just an incredible career, and to pass Bob Knight, that is unbelievable.
Trying to find his rhythm 0 for 2 tonight. Wooster will try from deep. That 3 won't go. He struggled from 3 this year as Reese gets the rebound.
And you can tell that Maryland is just packing it in defensively in that particular possession.
Selton Miguel will drop it off to Julian Reese. Just slithers to the rim to give Maryland the lead. Kobe Gillespie and Deshaun Harris-Smith in the backcourt.
And I like the substitution, even though he was playing well, Derek Queen. Kevin Willard getting him out. He was getting a little bit frustrated out there. Pull him out.
Out to Hoiberg for 3. Halfway down, pops back up and into the hands of Maryland's Selton Miguel.
Oh, nice
to the rim for the 2-hand flush.
I mean, with the way Maryland was dominating points in the paint, the fact that Nebraska's only down 4.
And now 6 with 2 more in the. It's a hard duo to deal with for teams.
And you saw why, not just because of their ability to rebound. You may not find a better big passing combo, not just in the Big Ten, but nationally, than what you see with Queen and Reese.
Obviously, he can shoot with range. Just needs to get a few more to drop.
Harper misses his first 2. Nobody picked up Reese. That's an outlet. Cannon in the foul.
Watch Rice here. He gets this ball screen. Watch him come off looking to score. Derek Queen wants this matchup against Harper.
Yeah, he's been 10 seconds on the shot clock. He's been calling for it. Dumped it down to Reese, who has the size advantage over Williams. Count it.
Good.
Here we go.
Maryland first. A faulty toss by Jeffrey. And right now, Jason Benetti, Ohio State goes a little bit of it.
You don't love to see a faulty toss starting your night.
Yeah, not at all. Side to side, Gillespie the key. The guards move without the ball. Nice little dump off.
So do the bigs. It's Julian Reese
to the lane. Hopefully get Mobley. They're going to stay and hug him.
There's a floater for Sean Stewart back from the flu-like illness that he missed the Illinois game with.
Early little drag screen. Well, he is playing with
Parrish couldn't find the ears on it. Pull up out of the corner for Royal, won't go on the rebound for Queen.
Look at this kid. I mean, he's going to get better and better with that footwork. Nice bump and dish. Pretty. Again, the extra pass. Good.
Can't go under against Rice.
Nice
Drop it off. Reese to Miguel. No.
Tell you how unselfish is Reese though.
He's become a very good passer.
Nice cut.
And Reese on the dive, he scored.
They are the timeout.
Jay Young playing substantial minutes for Maryland. Reese into Nyagovin. And
saw him in the Garden early in the year. Does not back off. Good defender. He's got Gillespie. He's got to be careful though.
Right in the chest of Rice, who turns by him. Reese scores.
How about we switch? He's got to take advantage. Might not be bad. Just slip him into the post on that matchup. Inexperienced guard here.
Nyagovin using the body. Reese sweeping through. That is.
And he's been so good, shooting 71% from the floor since the calendar turned to 2025.
Really come around here. Had a rough start to his season, but the thing I liked about his Nebraska game, he found other ways to contribute. Fire hasn't gotten to the free throw line at the same rate that we saw early in the season, but playing with just a ton of confidence.
Reese with the soft touch here in the first 6+ minutes.
Wisconsin turned it over 13 times against UCLA. A team that can turn you over just like Maryland's. They're going to have to ball security at the top of the list for the Badgers.
Crowd gave him space. Blackwell will go to the bench. He's been playing so well in the month of January. Scoreless so far tonight. Again, giving Reese some space. It did not matter. From the floor here tonight. 6 points. He is 1 of 5 from beyond the arc.
You've run this play twice now, and finally you get the ball into Julian Reese. Let him kind of go to work and get to his left hook. Last possession, Self Sports app.
Ducks with a big game tomorrow at UCLA. Gillespie again into the paint. Dunked it down for Reese. He's fouled. And
Rice is rejected, and Reese cleans it up.
Great job by Galloway there, finding Goody on the wing wide open.
That gets this big crowd pumped up. Gillespie bounces to Reese. What a look from Chicago. And Trent Green, his uncle, loves it in the stands. Gillespie to Reese. Gets the touch and the roll.
Illinois most this year in the Big Ten, and they've done a good job with that so far, but they've got to contain these guards also.
Here's Reese going right to work, and he lays it in.
That's a bad.
It will be Rodney Rice to inbound, defended by Miles Rice. Reese at Renew with the 4 fouls, and Reese scored.
Green has to play White. That is a tough matchup.
White misses the jumper. Rebound for Reese.
Gillespie, spurt and speed. Nice dump ball.
That's Reese. Oh, you want to put him in front of Queen. Oh, great. Very nice.
Nice block from the back.
Maryland, that's big in this game. Illinois doesn't have an offensive rebound yet, and that's typically something they're very good at. Right to the rim for Reese.
That's what they do great, though. They read things, get in the right spot, know their location, get available. Once again, they're going to get that anytime they want. House going to drop on the ball screen.
That's that roll. There is the roll. He bumps into House and just absolutely.
Play Albert King was there. Buck Williams, to name a few. Tom McMillan. Fitting for what he did for that program. This is the shot he's going to get better at. Stroking just a little from there, but it's a good stroke.
He's only made 2 of them so far.
Out of 20, yeah.
Miguel on the find. Reese has 8 early, make it 10.
Boy, they are
viewed by Miguel.
A nice move, putting them back in the game, though. Nice follow.
As Reese, they're considering how close Maryland's gotten to the rim. Booth.
I like him taking it, though. He missed one. A lot of guys get a little shaky. Not a bad delivery. They got away from this with the guards driving. They got to keep going inside. Too big, too strong.
From Arizona back home.
Look at that find.
Wow. Into the corner and no good. White with the miss.
This is what he can do. Rebound and bring it up. Pass, steal, deflect, and bring it up.
Gillespie drops
Nice
it
pass.
off. Tic-tac-toe from Queen to Yakuchonis. Away to Johnson down low.
Nice
And
block.
Reese blocked it away.
Just held his ground, stayed vertical. And look at the mismatch now if they want it with Reese in the lane.
And he has House on him. It's a high-low pass from Queen. Reese gives it a life raft and scores.
Just held his ground, just a solid play. They countered the other with the high-low.
I gotta say,
Nice
Illinois fans wanted a foul there. Down low again.
Very good at stealing, though.
Yakuchonis, no rebound. Reese.
That was all his, Reese. With some power.
Gillespie hops into that dribble and finds an easy two for Reese. It is 9. Can Illinois come back without its center?
This will be an offensive rebounding trip. A little 2-3 zone. Not much size on the floor either. Reese got to stay low.
Boswell exploded and created the space for 2 and a foul.
Those active hands by Deshaun Harris-Smith. Hopefully Connor Sejan's all right. Such a big part of this offense coming off the bench.
Out into the paint, soft touch. Does not play guys with 2 fouls very often in the first half. So he will sit. But a major impact as that got going. Reese with Jawan Gary, and Morgan blocked it, but it already hit the goal in the last 5 minutes. And Andrew Morgan, 12 points in the first half off the bench.
Quite the response by the Cornhuskers here. Things were going south, but they kind of fixed the turnover issue.
And rebounds again. He's got 10.
Pretty good job by Rodney Rice of just making that a tough mid-range jumper.
Went back over his shoulder.
Good pass ahead by Leach over the top of the pressure. It's really tentative here.
Reese goes right at Fitzmaurice, who's on the floor.
Well, Maryland, again, are they matchup zone or are they man-to-man? I don't think they know. You can't leave one of the better shooters. I know he's struggling as of late. You got that layup to go down. Boom.
And Reese inside. Almost went into a half jump shot on that second free throw. Really got those legs into it.
Hey, whatever works, right?
Saw the graphic. 6 of 11 from the free throw line for Northwestern.
See, this is a nice decision by Gillespie. He told McGill to get out. He wanted Reese to go one-on-one.
Reese, fall away jumper. Nice move.
He ain't too cool for school. I love it.
Oldest kid on the floor. He's acting like a freshman in the best possible way.
Oh, I totally agree.
Reese.
Oh, what a
underneath. And the spin move good for Reese. Clear with the pictures.
I have to admit, Jeff, I'm glad they didn't go look.
Agreed. Reese inside. Reese for 2 more. Game high.
Ben Johnson today talked about urgency. The last thing he told his team when they left this building from shoot-around, breaking through takes so much more than you think. Reese with the nice drop.
How can they stay in this ball game?
Another turnover. That's not going to do it. On the drive and the finish.
And put in by Eric Daly Jr.
Yeah, they really need Eric Daly Jr. He's one of the most efficient players in all of college basketball. When he's on the floor, this UCLA team is basically per 100 possessions there, plus 40 points over their opponent. So he is so important.
You'll notice he's wearing that mask as a protective device for his nasal area as Reese. Close game they play in the Big Ten when on the road. Queen can't connect. There's the follow. Beautifully done.
Communication. Trying to be too quick.
Gillespie put on a show in that first half with 16 to lead all scorers for the Terrapins. Rice, beautiful roll to the hoop. Pull up.
I know Sky loves those mid-range pull-ups. I would love it if he pulled up from 3 if he's not going all the way, you know.
First bucket for him. He got 2 quick fouls in the first half. Oh, Reese, he created that the three-point shot was taking place. And he got the overrule. So I think Cronin did a nice job of bench coaching there to induce the out of bounds. Oh, count it! Off the way.
Stood out, and you know, you get into certain situations, got a couple of fouls, but Jacoby Gillespie has 0 points this half. I mean, he had 16 at halftime. He's got 3 turnovers this half alone, so he's really got to get them going this last 6 minutes or so if they want to win this game.
Well, that was going to be an oop, but smart, really, when you think about it. Head coach among the assistants, Rod Palmer, Brendan Taylor among that group. And here comes what could be a knockout punch.
Buys him, and a chance for Oregon to apply a little full court pressure now. Reese back in. You've got Reese and Queen on the floor. The lead for Juju and the dunk.
That was just absolutely gorgeous. Gillespie went under the screen, and you can't do that on a guard that can knock down the 3 ball because he's going to make you pay.
You know he can shoot the 3, but this season just 27% beyond the arc so far.
It looked like he's been pressing a little bit to me, worrying about scoring. He's the point guard. First and foremost, he should be thinking about getting his teammates involved and then looking for his.
See if they try to pick up that third on Evans right now. Is matched up with Queen. Under 5, shot clock, great lead for Reese. The easy layup.
Coming up, let's see what's going to happen.
All right, second half just about to get underway. Keyshawn Bartholomew gets the start here in the second half as TJ Bama takes the seat. Maryland to control to start.
How about that move? Talking about a game of adjustments. Dana Altman putting his vet out there that can knock down the 3 ball a little bit better than TJ Bamba.
Miguel trying to operate, taken away by Angel. Under 10 on the shot clock. Rice, good screen and roll for Reese.
Right out of the game.
We sought the shoot around today, an emphasis on getting Breidenbach 3s because Queen likes to play in that drop coverage on ball screens and just in general clogging the paint.
Quick answer by
big hands, long arms. We've talked about that in the past. That allows him to get a lot of those 50-50 balls for a big. Gets a lot of steals. Well, you saw it there. 3 guys around it. He came up with it and finished the play.
Maryland team that has gotten off to gigantic starts. That record-setting lead against Ohio State en route to a blowout win. They've led 12 times in 13 games at halftime. And it's pure for DJ Davis, who's really been struggling this year. They need him.
And they got him for his perimeter shooting. He is a really good shooter. He's proven it at both his stops at Irvine and Butler. Right. Vertical would be any shot. Yeah. That's not an intentional shot. Like, he wasn't going for a shot. He was going to get fouled.
Coach Sprinkle wasn't happy. Floater from Julian.
Have good personnel that they can beat people, especially in this building. And I think Maryland, it feels like they came out with the right disposition, but just the way that as Reese gets another effect that you're going to use a lot of the shot clock. Sometimes you can catch him by surprise. That time they did. Breidenbach with a big dunk.
Talked about a very unique matchup between Queen and Osibor. Reese involved.
But obviously a shot he can make.
There's a lot of avenues to victory this season for Maryland. If one thing isn't working, they can go somewhere else the way this team is constructed.
I like that. Pocket step through for the finish.
That's against a bigger player in Jordan Geronimo. Reese against Breidenbach, who's got 4. Easy 2. They have a chance here up by a point. Davis falls down, no call. Put back Reese.
Guard, 22.2 points per game they average off turnovers. Reese secures the board. Jacoby Gillespie He's really helped pick up the slack scoring from the guard department. After Jameer Young turned pro, and Reese inside. After the first 4 games of the season, Deshaun Harris-Smith still brings a ton of energy. Defensive abilities off the bench, and he finds Reese here. Nice silky play on the inbound.
Just off those 2 screens at the elbow, just trying to clear space and ISO inside.
Juju Reese continues his day so far. Few boards, few points, now a block, and he wants it on the offensive end.
Yeah, you got to show the ball to Juju Reese and then get into his body. You can't take it right up over him.
Block on the other end, 2 points on this end. It is all Juju Reese in the first 5.5 minutes. He does. Derek Queen the steal. Derek Queen the drive. Derek Queen, no good. Reese there to clean it up. First half, 10.7 boards for Juju Reese. He's got 1:08 to pull down 3 rebounds for a first half double-double.
There you go.
Wouldn't put it past him. Minute to go. Reese backing in on flipping. Reese spins underneath, goes up strong. Count it.
Got to communicate, especially with UMES going quickly like that in the quarter court.
Queen no good. Reese the board. Reese spins underneath. He has a chance at a 3-point play.
Just whether he's scoring it or not, he just needs to touch the basketball in the quarter court.
Corner 3 for Johnson, no good. Miguel cross court to Rice. Rodney Rice has been quiet today. 5 points for Rodney Rice. Juju Reese down low. Poked away. Reese fading. Connects.
Range. And they need more of that, right? More second chance opportunities. And Maryland has been steady on the glass, though.
Juju Reese backing in. Kisses it home.
And not much you
clear out. Let me go to work. Let me go to work. The step back. Reese, offensive rebound, another putback.
17 points. They almost have more turnovers in the first half than they do points. And when your leading scorer is not on the floor, and J.J. Starlings, as you see Julian Reese just drive down for an easy layup. Oh, now we know.
Reese, watch out.
Chris Willis as well.
Miguel with a hand in his face. And Kapari, who has had a nice second half of that offensive rebound.
Give it to him.
Reese gets the ISO on the block, finishes through the contact, and he's now up to 14. Twelve of those coming here in this second. Reese in the post, his turnaround, that is smooth.
Webb, nice spin move, able to kick it out. 3-pointer from Kelly off the mark. As Webb, an Arlington, Virginia native, DMV area kid who's friends with a couple of players on the Maryland side. Dump it down, Julian Reese, speaking of DMV natives. There's the Baltimore native going up.
They score in different ways, and again, if Maryland doesn't pressure them and they run their stuff, they run good stuff, and they got versatile guys that can make shots and create. So it'll be interesting to see how much of that zone Maryland plays. Look like they went back to it again on that possession.
Able to get into the team. 9-0 runs so far this season through 10 games. They can hit you in a hurry.
Yeah, it's a dual threat. They do a good job of turning you over, but they also do a good job of making you work for your shots.
For 4 start today, powering into the lane confidently. Got his own board. Coaches love that. The flip over and an easy push shot.
Such a difference from last year for the Terrapins. Kaufman, Wren, back iron. There's Reese just sitting on that left shoulder. And there is Julian Reese right to the rim. At the end of that game, and Marquette's really good, but this is going to be a process, but they are making strides and getting better at doing just that.
The conference down to 3 on the timer. Austin Parks has to go to work. He got Reese in the air, did hit the rim. They didn't get the offensive board.
Maryland had zoned up there, went man-to-man into the possession. He just took Ohio State totally out of what they wanted to run.
Reese working on Parks. And that's a matchup Maryland's going to
matched up out of their pressure. They just give up a free one to Devin Royal.
Reese on the drive, and he laid it in.
I have
guys make 11 threes a game. They did not hit one in the first half.
Some of these Sean Stewart drives are just not high percentage plays. This is a high percentage play. Reese over the top.
There is the fall away. He has had a rough night. 0 of 5 from the floor. He's had 3 turnovers as well.
And that's kind of been his story, right? Like a lot of it has been the three-point shooting, but when he's been hot, he's been unconscious. But when he's gone cold, it's been really bad.
Forced to the sideline.
Contested Brasser shot. Taken down by Palmer. Rice for Reese. Goes up, and it will be a goaltend.
Ball side block.
Put back from Foreman. Closest since it was 36-21. 10-0 run now for Alcorn State. Down low for Reese. Goes up strong. Reese puts this run to bed.
I mean, I just think Juju Reese has gotten so much better over time, not just being physical, but learning how to use his body the right way.
He's had back-to-back double-doubles, too. Maryland was struggling in the first half against Villanova. The best offense early in that game was to find Julian Reese in the lane, just like that.
That's what Bucknell needs to do. They need to push the pace after Maryland mistakes, after misses, after turnovers, and get easy baskets. That's how you stay in the game, and that's how you keep everybody in there.
Lob it down low for Reese. Tough defense. Didn't matter. So back-to-back buckets for Bucknell. They had the turnover in between, which is their 8th. He's working on Williamson and put it over the 7-footer. McCreesh having a solid first half off the bench. He's got 6. Reese stopped at the free throw line and banked it. It's the one guy, though, they can't let get going. Josh Bosco, the senior from Ontario. First 5 games this year, he had 5 straight with 15 or more. Has been quiet the last couple of games, but he is a guy that can get hot quickly. Reese with the roll and the soft touch.
Good start for Villanova. 4-0 lead here early on.
Julian Reese and Watcher just battling down low.
There is Reese, and he finishes through the contact. Plus,
I think you're seeing a lot of coaches work different lineups and see different things that work offensively and defensively early in the season.
Queen with the offensive rebound. What a nice pass inside to Reese.
Maturity. Look, still a lot of room for growth for Derek Queen. But little plays like that, that's what grown men on the park do.
Physical inside as Julian Reese finishes. Lowers his shoulder into the big fella. Stands his ground, no whistle. Reese with a free throw jumper. Got it. Dixon over Queen.
If you're Maryland, you like that shot. Over a contested long-range three-point shot, that's a win.
Maryland, no points in almost 5 minutes as Julian asking Eric Dixon to make. When you feel the double team, find the open man. Inside, Reese. That's a good 1-2 connection from his big back. Brickus with the mid-range jumper as Villanova with the jumper out of the timeout.
Son, are you a sweet potato guy or a pumpkin pie guy?
Oh, sweet potato all the way.
I have a question.
Nice touch pass inside to Julian Reese. Reese has been the answer in this second half, and he puts another one in.
Absolutely. It's McMillan, the jumper, no good, back rim. Pulled down by Gillespie. Gillespie to Miguel. Selton Miguel dancing around, gives it back to Maryland's point guard. Gillespie, great find, it's Reese in the paint. Queen steps to McMillan, it's Godfrey, an open look, does not go. Queen and Reese fighting over the rebound. When you've got 2 guys that hungry for the ball, I don't know if that's necessarily a problem. Not at all. There's Reese, offensive end. Kicks it back out Young. Quick move to Rice. Far side three doesn't go. Reese with the rebound. Reese with the putback, and it goes. It's a 36-2 run. No good. A nice block. There's Reese. An and one. To Palmer in the corner. Doesn't go. Reese. Rebound. Reese. Up and in. All right here. Top of the key. He's going to spin. Put it up. No, but Reese climbs the ladder. He comes down with it. Puts it back up. He's been held to just 3 tonight. He's trying to change that here. It just isn't going for him. He's 1 for 6 from the field so far. Gillespie spinning away. Gives it inside for Reese. The dunk. Game the other night. In the corner, again, he cannot get it to go. Palmer, I'll tell you, he's been hustling all night long as he gets another rebound.
This has been his best game so far as a Terp.
It's been, I think, the longest look of him, and if you're a Maryland fan, you got to like what you've seen as Reese collects another hoop and arm.
They're in a battle right now. This has been, if you're just joining us, back and forth since the very start of it.
A 3-guard look now.
Reese finding his way to the basket. There is his first bucket.
Washington a mismatch with Gillespie. Mid-range J, no good, and the scoring drought continues for the Rattlers. Now Gillespie looking for his first points, averaging 14.5 so far over the first 2. Gives it off to Reese, using that right shoulder and getting it to rattle home. And that's going to silent. Reese trying to change that. Physicality on the inside, and it's Reese winning the battle.
Good constant poise that they're playing with right now is impressive.
Gillespie with the fast break. Reese with the slam. Miguel swings to Rice. The wing 3. No good. But there is Juju Reese. Tucks it in. Swim move. The bucket.
Really
for the junior out of Iowa. Matthews again top of the key. He's loving that shot, but he just can't get anything to fall right now.
A big part of that is that those screens they're creating those looks, Maryland just switches so well that there's still always a hand.
Harris Smith to Reese.
Just wide open there. Ball. They found Juju Reese down low. They found open threes. They just look so good.
Reese had an easy one earlier in the half. That one a little bit tough for Rodney Rice, who's 3 of 6 from the field tonight. Gillespie tries to add another 3. Can't do it. Reese for 2.
Big man to
transfers. But one of those is Milton Matthews. He's got another 3 to his name. Florida A&M continuing to make this one exciting. They are not going down without a fight. Continuing to take those aggressive shots from beyond the arc. Matthews has been a part of that as Reese adds.
Nice knockdown there from Dallas Hobbs. He's been very quiet tonight. Difficult against this Terps defense. Gives him 13 though now. Had a team high 17 in their opener this week for the Mountain. Reese backing in. Haven't seen much of this tonight. Him isolating in the post, and he knocks this. Only 5 to shoot. Gets it out to Young. Jay Young 3 to shoot. He puts it up. No good. And tapped in by Reese.
They take the lead right back. Here's a 3 from Cinder. He misses long. And Derek Queen has grabbed his 7th board. Long pass Reese. He finishes. And if this continues, teams are going to be so worried about Queen that Reese is going to get more looks. Here is Reese. Up and in. Right on cue. He's chasing the 2020. Let's see if Kevin Willard even brings him back in. I think they've got the idea. Here's Reese. Gillespie. Inside, Julian Reese. Muscling through. He rises and